all across America and around the world. This is Veterans Radio. This is Veterans Radio.
Welcome to Veterans Radio. I am Jim Fausone. I'm the officer of the deck today. We've got some great programs for you. I think you'll find very interesting. We always want to remind you can find more about Veterans Radio at its Facebook site or at the web. Veteransradio.org is our new URL, veteransradio.org, where we're on the web 24/7. You can find a lot of our podcasts there as well. We post new ones every Tuesday, so you can get a new story, a new interview, something you didn't know before by going to veteransradio.org. And before we get started, we want to thank our sponsors. First up, we want to thank National Veteran Business Development Council, NVBDC.org. It was established to certify both service-disabled and veteran-owned businesses. You'll find out how they can help your business by going to NVBDC.org. We want to thank Legal Help for Veterans. Legal Help for Veterans fights for veterans' disability rights all across the nation. You can reach them at 800-693-4800 or on the web at legalhelpforveterans.com. Welcome. I am Jim Fausone, and this is a Veterans Radio Spotlight on the National Veteran Business Development Council, best known as NVBDC.org. Veterans Radio America, a nonprofit, has a partnership with NVBDC, which is the nation's leading third-party authority for certification of veteran-owned businesses of all size. It is also a 501c3 nonprofit established in 2013. It addresses the growing need to identify and certify both service-disabled and veteran-owned businesses for the commercial or corporate marketplace and for the government. It administers a rigorous certification process designed to withstand the scrutiny of corporate entities seeking to utilize veteran-owned businesses. And we want to welcome one of those businesses here to Veterans Radio. So we're speaking with Julie Dyer, who is the president of Express Yourself Promotional Products down in beautiful North Carolina, and a Navy veteran. Julie, welcome to Veterans Radio.
Thank you, Jim. Good to be here.
Well, you spent 20 years in the Navy. How did a nice girl like you get talked into a naval career?
Well, 21 plus years. I served in the Navy for 21 plus years and just had the time of my life. I went from Detroit, Michigan into the Navy after high school.
And talk to us a little bit about some of the assignments that you had over that long career.
Well, first I retired as a Senior Chief Aviation Warfare, Surface Warfare, yeoman. My years of the sea duty out of the 21. I was on 5 ships, 3 of them aircraft carriers. I traveled around the entire world. I was part of the repair team for the attack on the USS Stark back in 1987. So that was pretty significant. Was one of the first women to go on into a combat zone within the Navy to repair that ship. I served primarily on the West Coast, and primarily on shore duty with flag staffs, and then when I was on shipboard within the captain's office. So I got to know pretty much majority of the crew and be able to help them out in the services that we did provide from the admin department.
Well, you lived the slogan "Join the world, join the Navy, see the world." You got a chance to do that over such a long career.
Yes.
You got out though, and interestingly, settled in North Carolina and started a business career. I should mention along the way, after getting out of the Metro Detroit area, you picked up your Associates of Arts degree from the University of Alaska in Anchorage and your Bachelor's of Arts degree from the National University in San Diego, California. But why a business career after you got out of the Navy?
Well, I had no intention of really retiring when I did. I had to come home to take care of my mother, who became paralyzed from a back surgery. So I was on my way to Brussels, and then so I had to make the difficult decision to retire instead. As far as my business, there in 1998, before I left the service, I was stationed in San Diego. I went to an entrepreneur expo in Del Mar. And there they were showcasing numerous businesses that you could have. And one of them was the promotional products business. And so I was pretty interested in that. I bought into it while I was still in the Navy. And as a matter of fact, my first customers were on the aircraft carrier Nimitz. I would sell the squadrons their T-shirts, ball caps, pins, challenge coins, all their reenlistment memorabilia. So that was pretty fun. I was a nervous wreck doing it because, of course, trying to run the office at the same time, working on providing promotional products from abroad. But that's where I got my feet wet in this business.
And there's an important lesson right there, right? Start small, see if you like it. Hey, if it works, maybe it'll grow, and you know what? Maybe it'll hang around for a while, and this has hung around for another 22 years or plus. So yes. It really did grow into something. But tell us why along the way you decided, hey, I think it makes sense for me to become a certified veteran-owned business, and why you turned to NVBDC.
Well, as you know, probably as a veteran, that while you're in uniform, your uniform reflects on your trust level, your capabilities, what sets you apart from, the other people in the military, because you wear your ribbons and everything else, and people kind of get a window into your, who you are, integrity wise and such. So when I retired from the Navy, I just assumed everybody, they knew I was a veteran. They'd provide me contract opportunities as a veteran. And unknowing how important the actual certification process was. The assumption kind of hurt me for a few years. And then I met up with a woman named Annette, who pretty much, I shadowed her, and she pretty much showed me the importance of certifications. And the NVBDC certification has been extremely important and valuable to us ever since we did receive it. We picked up quite a few corporate clients, and but the thing is, the certification doesn't stand on its own. You obviously have to be who you say you are. Definitely be able to deliver right the first time, every time, like we did back in the military. So a lot of those skill sets transferred over, and thus it only made sense to really pursue this certification with the NVBDC.
And they try to go out of their way, I think, to help companies, big and small, yes, get corporate opportunities, get networking opportunities. Would you consider yourself a big company or a little company?
I'm a small business that has been very successful. At one time, someone had warned me to say, if this really takes off, and you're, because through the procurement events, the meet and greets, and just getting yourself in front of these corporate buyers and these government buyers, there's going to be a time where it's going to be like you're drinking from a fire hose. And that certainly happened, and it happened quite rapidly. So I just can't help but be very grateful for the skill set that I acquired while in the military, that I transferred over into my small business.
Yeah, I think we all learn how to drink out of a fire hose in the military.
Yes, but when it comes fast, and it's so very important to get these certifications, whatever category that you could qualify for. But the SDVOSP certification, like I said, has been paramount to quite a few corporate accounts that we have. People are very, very excited about working with a veteran-owned business.
Well, let me turn now to talk a little bit more about the business. The certification is important, as we've just mentioned. But tell us what Express Yourself Promotional Products is. You've been in the field for 20 plus years. Most of us don't probably have a good handle on what that means.
Well, what we do is we provide promotional items that promote brand, corporate identity, and keep valuable messages out front for these clients. You can't crane your head without seeing a logo on something. And that's very subliminal to the business world. You always want to keep your brand out front in good light, and also it's reciprocal. You provide someone with a branded item, they're grateful for it, and most likely it results in a reciprocal response.
And this is just not cheap knockoff stuff, right? You're not talking about that kind of promotional giveaway.
The trinkets, you're probably referring to trinkets.
That's the word. I couldn't come up with it. I'm sorry.
No. We actually, branded materials, such as packaging as well. No, we also do very high-end products. Writing instruments, plaques, awards, custom coins, high-end coolers, tumblers, and yes, it goes. There are some very nice products out there that can be branded with a corporate logo.
Well, and that's how you leave a good feeling about the brand behind, is that it's on a quality promotional item.
Right.
Give me an example of 2 or 3 things that are popular these days.
Oh, well, I know Yeti has really taken off, and that's an item that clients are using to show appreciation for their staff, and the employees. It's very important that you also recognize the hard workers, the part of the team. So we've seen a lot of that last through Christmas holiday and everything else. Also the trade show giveaways. I noticed trade show giveaways are getting a little bit higher quality, because it's very important to show a potential client that you obviously care enough about providing them something that they can use, and also keep your brand in front of them. We do a lot of custom coins, like I know the corporations are doing challenge coins for their veteran employees, like Carrot Corning.
And do you know what? I had lunch today with a retired Army guy, and he handed me a coin in the handshake, and they never cease to bring a smile to you, right? I can see why they're so popular.
Yes, because we all have a bunch of them from the military, and they bring around a camaraderie, and it starts the discussion. And I don't know about you. You walk into a room and you found out somebody's in the military. Me, especially if they've been in the Navy, and instantly, there's a conversation.
Absolutely.
There's a connection.
Absolutely.
And NVBDC has done that for us too. The veteran connection. Even some of the buyers were once veterans. So there's that connection.
So as you assist companies with promotional products, talk about that service that assists, because again, some of us are linear thinkers and maybe not great designers or color choices, and help us understand the services that Express Yourself Promotional Products also provides.
Well, for the most part, corporate buyers already know exactly what they want and how they want it branded. But for example, we have a corporate client in the insurance industry. So what we do is we serve their pain point, quote unquote, where we do the footwork for them. We will put together a package of swag, merch, promotional product ideas for them to hand out to those individuals that are within their insurance realm. In other words, if they're talking to a group of people about an insurance package, they're always providing a branded item.
Well, that way you can keep it fresh too, because you know what's fresh on the market as compared to maybe somebody who says, well, just buy the same thing we bought for the last 5 years.
Correct. And I think that's where people go wrong with branded items. They don't realize the power of the branded item. Sometimes if you provide something that's quality and, obviously something that they'll be able to use, they can refer back with that information. So there should be a phone number on it or a website or the brand itself. Because obviously a lot of these corporate clients have powerful brands, but they also come with competition. So, that's where.
Yeah, you better not do the same thing your main competitor does. That's kind of there's a mistake, right? If people are interested in promotional products, how do they reach Express Yourself Promotional Products? And talk to us a little bit about the size of the customer, the geographic location of the customers, your service territory, if you will.
Well, our service territory is nationwide, and also too, we do work with a few that are abroad. One of our corporate clients has facilities all over the world. So
do you have to be a Fortune 500 company to work with Express Yourself?
Absolutely not. But Express Yourself is healthy. So we're capable of handling pretty much extremely large orders on down to small orders. People can reach us through our website, expressyourselfpromo.com, or contact us here at Express Yourself, sales at expressyourselfpromo.com, and one of us will definitely jump on it right away and get the discussion going, and it goes from there.
Well, we really appreciate Julie Dyer, a Navy veteran, an NVBDC-certified veteran-owned business owner of Express Yourself Promotional Products. I suspect those guys you sold T-shirts to on ship when you started never thought it would grow like this, did they?
No. Well, you're talking to a sailor who never thought it would grow like this either. And the funny thing is I knew that I had that demographic that I was used to, and I did for quite a few, about 5-6 years after I retired, and I did, kind of target career counselors on ships and everything else for their reenlistment swag. So it was fun and interesting. I kept it familiar. But then I turned that corner, that corporate corner and government corner, and it just took off.
Well, you got to get comfortable with it. You got to grow it a little, both on a cash flow basis and a resource and networking basis. But you do it kind of one step at a time and build your career, right?
That's correct.
Well, we appreciate it, Julie, that you got to spend a little time here with Veterans Radio today to talk about NVBDC and your military career, and more importantly, maybe about Express Yourself Promotional Products and the value of such branded products to business owners and others.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Jim.
And I want to thank everybody for listening to Veterans Radio today. I am Jim Fausone. It's been a pleasure to be your host. I'm a veterans disability lawyer at Legal Help for Veterans, and you can reach us at 800-693-4800 or legalhelpforveterans.com on the web. You can follow Veterans Radio on Facebook and listen to its podcasts and internet radio shows
by visiting us at veteransradio.org. That's veteransradio.org.
And until next time, You are dismissed.
If you have a VA claim denied by the Board of Veterans' Appeals, contact Legal Help for Veterans at 1-800-693-4800. They're experts in handling cases before the U.S. Court of Appeals for Veterans Claims. Their number again, 1-800-693-4800.
We again want to thank our national sponsors, the National Veterans Business Development Council, NVBDC.org, VA Ann Arbor Health Care System, the Vietnam Veterans of America Charles S. Kettles Chapter, Ann Arbor, Michigan, VFW Graf O'Hara Post 423 in Ann Arbor, and the American Legion Press Corn Post 46, also in Ann Arbor. We appreciate all your support. You can go to veteransradio.net, click on the sponsor level, and continue to support keeping Veterans Radio on the air. And until next time, you are dismissed.